What about you? What was your upbringing, man? Talk to them about you.
What specifically you talking about?
So you're Kajakaman, right? Kajakaman.
Yeah, right.
Canadian,
now look at him. He's still going.
Canadian Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
And how'd you grow up? Was it in Toronto?
Okay. Well, I grew up in Oshawa. I was moved from place to place.
How far is Oshawa?
Oshawa was about 25 minutes out from 20 minutes, 25 minutes out. But that's where I was born and raised for about, I would say about 7 years. And then we moved. We were moving a lot. So, I mean, I'm sure later on in this podcast, maybe another time, I'll be able to get into the details of that and all that. But we moved a lot, and I basically grew up in Toronto after that, pretty much the rest of my time before I went to America and then came to Singapore. So yeah, it's pretty basic. My mom is Jamaican. My dad is Jamaican. My mom was born in Kingston, Jamaica. My dad is from Maypen, and they kind of came over when that whole flux of Jamaicans and Caribbean people came over. I think it was in the 80s. I think in the 80s, 80s or 70s. I think where all of them came over. I think they were a part of that group. Okay. And and I guess
they've made Canada their home. Yeah.
And they've made Canada their home.
Siblings are all back there in Canada as well, right?
So I have all my siblings. I have about 3 sisters. Alicia Webb. They're all Webb. So Alicia, Eileen, Ashley. Those are my beautiful sisters. And they're about almost there. I think 2 of them finished school now, nursing. And I mean we're really close. We're super close, and I'm just proud that they've come a long way because they've been through a lot growing up, and I'm super proud that they've done that. They've got to that. They finished their school. Now they're getting a job, and they're working, trying to get their own money and growing up. My sister has about 3 kids, 4 kids now. 4 kids. I don't even know why I said 3. 4 kids. Yeah, 4 kids. 4 kids. Beautiful kids. I love them to death. Do anything for them.
Couple twins, cutest little twins. Yeah,
couple. He loved them twins, man. So he loved them twins, but so cute. But yeah, so she's been doing well and being a great mom, to them, and they're growing up to be beautiful kids, man. Growing up to be beautiful, smart kids. Yes, well spoken. So yeah, that's pretty much just a little.
Yeah. So when you decided to come to the States, that was for school and soccer? Right?
Yeah. So I went to Iowa I was on a scholarship. I went for soccer.
Oh, you love the city life, huh?
Yeah,
Iowa.
Yeah, whatever.
Big city slicker.
Whatever. I went to Iowa. They wanted to give me a track and soccer scholarship, but I hate running. I'm gonna just be honest with you. And
so you pick soccer as your sport, and you hate running.
Yeah, I know it's weird, but track running is different from soccer running. Track running is different from soccer running.
A lot of running both ways, though.
Yeah, so I went there for about 2 years. I didn't know that I would probably end up playing professional. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of me getting out of the situation that I was in, and some people thought that they could. They thought that I could.
Some people, because I know they.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So this person was Jason McKenzie. He was a gym teacher in my high school, Pine Ridge Secondary School. Mr. Neckers was a basketball coach. Okay. And Mr. Lou. So they kind of seen something in me, and they helped me, guide me through this whole process of getting a scholarship and playing on the basketball team, trying to separate myself from certain people.
So they traveled with you?
To
see the schools and stuff?
To see the school was Jason that traveled with me. He drove me, Mr. McKenzie drove me from Canada to Iowa. To 2 schools, went to Kansas and Iowa. Wow. Drove out there in his, and he
looked that up on a map.
It was about 20-something hours of driving. It was crazy, and I honestly owe him everything. You know what I'm saying? I owe him because he didn't need to do that. I think that's where I get most of my work when I want to do with kids. I probably get it from him. Because I want to kind of be that person for someone else. Yeah. For as much people as I can, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so
if you enjoyed this short clip, go check out our full episodes on Spotify, Audius, and YouTube, as well as stay tuned to our Instagram for updates on new clips, giveaways, and our future guests. Keep your eyes glued on the Single Point of View.